Having a hands-on experience with theories is absolutely essential in the world we're in. Theoretical approach to things is just fine, but having a hands-on where you can literally put your hands on something and see it with your eyes and hear it with your ears is absolutely essential to get from the theory to the practical embodiment. We are trying to satisfy customer needs with products and technology that work. And until you see them and handle them and feel them and hear them, you can't really understand how they work. It's absolutely essential to do physical work with the equipment that you're trying to sell to the customer. Being involved physically with your ideas is important in a lot of regards. But one thing that's always interesting is when you get involved in physically handling and making and operating and observing the behavior of whatever you're trying to develop, you always learn new things. There are good and bad surprises. And those are the things that you need to understand before you take anything into a full scale or a marketplace. You can't do it on paper. As an engineer, you're really bridging the gap between science and commerce. And so in order to do that, you have to be involved with the products and technologies that you're ultimately bringing to the customer. And the best way to do that is to be involved in the laboratory. And the laboratory can be a garage, can be your backyard, it can be a true wet chemical laboratory. But you need to have physical understanding of the technology before you bring it to marketplace. Otherwise, you're going to disappoint yourself, you're going to disappoint your customer, and ultimately you'll fail unless you know what you're doing. Today's world is driven by software. We all know that. But the world will never get away from hardware. And hardware is the things around us every day, from automobiles to airplanes to kitchen appliances, all are hardware that's developed and improved through the workings of engineers. And that engineer needs to have an affinity for and a requirement of being involved with the hardware itself. Hands-on is so important. It's not possible to develop physical products that are useful and economical and effective without having some hands-on laboratory or pilot plant involvement. And that's, I think, a very important element in bringing today's generation of new technical people. They need to be involved in the hands-on work that goes into developing products. At our company, at LDX Solutions, we put a premium on having physical involvement in our technology, understanding it through putting our hands and listening to it and watching it and feeling it and feeling how it works as we develop and move forward in the future.